Yo, 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 yo. What's that? What's good? What's good? What's good? Alright, start with some pound yen. So pound yen yesterday created a nice support and higher low. Finally pushed up. So it did drop for that ISM news. Was that ISM news yesterday? It did drop for the news. And then I saw it push up towards the end of the session. Definitely been pushing up more today. But today's daily candle, as you can see, is broken yesterday's high. Little bottom wick, broke the high. Now we've got this whole long bearish candle to retrace. Overall, the structure of GJ is still bullish because we've got the highs and we've just created a higher low. So we haven't really broken the structure into a downtrend yet. If I was thinking pound yen was more on a downtrend, I would need to see, you know, a low and then a lower low, a lower high, sorry, to then continue down. But where it stands right now, we've got a high, we've got a low, a higher low, and we're pushing back up. 4 hour, so the 4 hour again is breaking the structure, and we're continuing to push up from this support. So very strong support here. Like I was saying yesterday, it's held, you know, four 4 hour candles holding at this support level and then pushing up. So I mean, look, we can retrace this whole drop over the next couple days. There's not really any high impact news that could really do a lot of damage, but we'll see how it goes. But for now, I'm liking the structure on GJ. We've got some clean ranges to trade through, which we haven't really had in a while. Well, this week anyway. Even here would be a nice entry, little continuation. I would have preferred this first bullish candle to be stronger, like a stronger body. But I'm going to wait for some more structure because we've just broken out of the range. We've got a resistance here, which I hadn't put on. So look, we've closed above and I was sort of just ranging. So we should continue to push up. Pound yen wants to continue bullish, which I think it does, to be fair. Just need a nice entry now. Gold. Now gold is bearish today. We're bearish on the daily. We respected yesterday's high. We could just be making a bottom wick to then push up towards the end of the day. It's kind of been happening the past couple days. So we're getting the bottom wick. If we don't break yesterday's low, then I think there's potential for gold to create a support on the 4 hour and then push up again. I mean, looking at the 4 hour, you can see gold is ranging in between the highs at 33.84 and the lows of this 4 hour area to 33.65. So yesterday we saw a very strong push up towards the end of the 4 hour candle. It looks like we're getting the same thing today, where we're respecting this 4 hour zone right here. So I do have that zone marked out. Yep. So if we get another rejection from this area, then I think we could push up again, at least to the top of this zone. So 4 hour, I mean the 30 minute is sort of confirming that 4 hour idea. We've got a support, continuation pattern. Just need to close back in the range and then potentially looking at some buyers up, especially if the 4 hours then bullish. Then yeah, I'll be happy to take some buys up to at least this resistance here, 33.77. So I'm gonna put that in. And then put the support that's just formed not too long ago. So let's see. Yo, Caswell, what's happening? What's happening? What's good? What's good? What's goody? Any trades today? Any trades this morning? I didn't take any trades today. Is that other people? There we go. Same, no trades on your side. Okay. Rosie said my GJ buys yesterday hit stop loss, then straight to TP. Oh yeah, it did dip. It did. I was watching gold during that news. I wasn't even watching pound yen. So where did you get in? You were in around here. It did push up. It retested this resistance, these lows, and then bam, right after the news, straight up. It sucks when that happens. Absolutely sucks when that happens. Did you? I mean, after you saw this candle, like rejecting and still staying above this resistance, because that was my basis for the buys. As long as price stayed above this resistance, like it was going to retest, fine. But as long as it stayed above, like the buys were still valid. You didn't think to give the trade a second chance at all? It would have been nice. Would have been nice. Look at gold. This looks like a entry right here. You know, I'm not gonna lie. This looks like a missed opportunity right here. I like this continuation pattern. Support formed. 4 hour flipping bullish. Coming back into this range. You didn't. You should have, yeah. I mean, sometimes after a loss, it's kind of like, you know, if I've taken a loss, the idea was invalid or the trade is invalid. But it's not always the case, because the criteria for the trade stayed the same. The closure above, well, respecting this resistance, it was a break, a retest. And if it weren't for news, would this candle have come down? Would we have dropped? Maybe not. Maybe not. And look, straight down. Then we needed a top wick, so it's eventually going to come back up. No top wick on that candle too. But gold is looking good for some buys. What do you reckon? Gold pushes up at least to one of these resistances, or close to, and if it wants to continue bearish, we get a resistance, a new resistance and lower high. What's you guys' thoughts on the markets today? What are we looking for? Are we bearish on gold? Bullish? So I'm just making some notes. Benny, what's good? What's good? I'm in gold buys right now. Right now, now. Just entered. Okay. Good luck. I see it. I see the potential. It's this continuation pattern. It looked really good. I'm not gonna lie. I would have liked a bit of a lower entry, but because I'm just setting up, I'm not prepared for it just yet. But I mean, it's a nice range to the left. At least one of the higher time frames is with you, i.e. the 4-hour candle. Offer 4-hour support. It's just I just hope this isn't the 4-hour candle making a top wick, because it didn't really have a big one, long one. So for me to get into any trades here, I would prefer for gold to, you know, close above on the lower time frame, and then, you know, I could take some buys up. But here we created a support, we sort of tapped into the zone. Second candle's just tapped into the zone, not really closed above. So hopefully this candle pushes up for you. What's your TP? Where's your target? Where's that? $33.77. Now this looks good for some buyers up. If I get a nice bottom wick, potential entry right here. Let's give me a bottom wick first. Now we've sort of closed back above. I would only be looking for 69 pips. The buys look nice, but there's no bottom wick. 60 pips. Let's get to 70. Maybe if gold comes down, give me a nice bottom wick and then re-breaks the high, I might look to jump in real quick, snatch some pips. Do you know what? I realized my win rate was a lot higher when I was only closing like 10, 15, 20 pips. Since I started pushing for a bit more, like 30, 40, 50, my win rate has dropped slightly. Might have to, but that's also because I've also started looking for more pips because the stop losses have been much bigger. So my stop losses before used to be like maximum 20, 30 pips. Now, I'd be lucky if I get a 30 pip stop loss. Be very lucky if I got a 30 pip stop loss. But we'll see. It's a nice little push up. buys look good. They do, they do. You got a good entry. You did get a good entry for sure. Let's see what pound yen's doing real quick. Oh, pound yen's coming back into this range. Right, this 4-hour candle I didn't even notice on GJ has no bottom wick. So if we're gonna respect this resistance area, right, I would expect this 4-hour candle to push down to 196.34, like flip and create a bottom wick, and then potentially just sell back down. Interesting. It'll be very interesting to see where this candle closes on GJ, but it does look like it wants to come back. Even the push up has been a struggle. Look at these wicks. Wicks on the 30-minute don't look good. 1 hour looks a bit cleaner. 1 hour definitely looks like it wants to pull back. Look, respect to the previous 1 hour high, we've broken the low. Oh yeah, back in the Asian range. Let's see if GJ retraces. Now if it closes, if it can stay above the Asian range, then potentially it could just create some structure to continue up. Oh, gold, we got a little bottom wick on gold now. It's not much of a bottom wick. What do you reckon, guys? The buys look good right here. A little retracement. I'm gonna wait. Okay, okay. Oh, 1 second, guys. Sorry guys, one of my friends got into a bit of a pickle. That's not good, not good. Yeah, these gold buys, and because it's so close, if there was no 4-hour level right here, if there was no 4-hour level here, and like, to be honest, if it was just like this, if you're looking at it, the 6 a.m. 4-hour candle closed below the support, and then we've pushed down, and you know, we're creating a new low, right? Because we've closed below. If this level wasn't here, then I would like the buys more, because then there's no, it'll be just a clean range up. But where we've got this 4-hour level and the closure, that's why I'm not really too into the buyers just yet. And the only thing I would have to go on is that something like yesterday happened. One sec. Yeah, sorry, I was on mute. I was on the phone. But yeah, just waiting for this candle to close. Anyway, nothing's really going on. I like the fact that pound yen has pulled back up. We've got the little retest, but still wanted a bottom wick for this 4-hour candle. So still have an hour to go before this candle closes anyway. Still an hour to go before this candle closes. Oh shit, it's my door. Give me 1 second, guys, man. So I'm a bit all over the place. There's a lot going on today, out of nowhere. Maybe another continuation pattern on gold, depending on how this candle closes. Let's see. If it closes weak bearish, we may get another push up. Benny, how them buyers looking? How them buyers? I need to I think I saw you put a message in about the entry. Let me check it. What was the entry at? 33.66, yeah. Okay, trade's still looking good. You're not even in much drawdown. It's not bad at all. Don't look bad at all. Let's see. Now, if you respect the previous low and then break this bearish candle highs, I might be looking into some buyers here. Yeah, if it breaks this low, no good. But yeah, give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. Yeah, nah, I wouldn't take the buyers. I would wait. But it could just be a retest of this little of this support right here on gold. So I wouldn't even mind that. But to be fair, I might have to wait until the 4-hour candle closes. Get a closure above. If it closes back above, but the way we've already broken a previous low, close below the support, we could just refill this wick over the next hour. But look where the 4-hour rejected, another support level, and then pulled back. So it's all gonna ride on how this 4-hour candle closes, for me anyway. Yo. You need the top wick for sells. I hear it because the structure is bearish. The structure is bearish. Not really much of a top wick. I personally wouldn't take sells into this support, even though it's a weak one. I would wait. But it's a nice little range. If it does close below 48, nah. I'm gonna wait. I need to see this 4-hour candle close. Yeah, I need to see this 4-hour candle close. Benny, you're still in buyers. Ooh, these buyers are they're hanging on for dear life. Would you not think about managing risk at this point? Or are you just gonna full TP, full stop loss? If it drops, it drops. But it looks like it's coming down. Yeah, GJ. I just want pound yen to make this bottom wick, and then if it wants to close above the area, then close above, but make the 4-hour bottom wick first, you know. Yo. Do, 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 do. Yo. Hello?
I'm outside still.
You're outside. Alright, one sec. Look at gold. Look at gold. DJ's net. Did DJ come all the way down, make that bottom wick? Just about. Sorry guys, I've got guests that have popped up on me. Can't even find my phone. Let's see. Benny, how's your trade looking? How's your trade looking? It's it didn't quite come down to 59, did it? It didn't. Where's 59? Down here. Wow. Wow. In by the skin of your teeth. Crazy. But I do like it. I mean, if it did close bearish and then we closed below this support, the sells down would have definitely been the move. But as it stands now, it looks like got low time frame support. You know, we're still holding above this support here. We've got these rejection wicks to the left. That's holding. So if we stay above this support here and the next candle pushes up, then we've got another higher low. And we still have this clean range to the left. Clean range to the left. And for pound yen's made this bottom wick on the 4 hour now. So if it pulls back up, do you know what? I want to look at the new range for GJ. So these are the levels here. If I get a support, push up, closure above the resistance, then I'll be looking for some buys, but nothing just yet. Nothing just yet. Oh, but apologies guys for my absence. You know, when your friends need you, you gotta be there, innit? Gotta be there. I can't be like, sorry, I'm streaming. Money comes first. It's not the case for me, you know. Not the case, but there's no moves, not missing no money yet anyway. So I think what I'll do is I'll stream for a little bit longer. There's no news today, but I'll stay on for like an extra half an hour, see if we can catch something. Alright, so we've closed above this support. Are we gonna get a higher low? If we break this previous high, we could push up, or if we sell back down, we'll get a wick fill. But I don't know, man. That rejection right there is looking more bullish than anything. Although we're still below this 4 hour level, which was one of my criteria for the buys, a closure above. So we'll see how this candle closes or moves. Alright, but I'll be in the chat. Oh wow, gold. Gold came right back up. Right, guys. Sorry, I'm back. What do Rosie say? Gold is staying bearish. I don't know what gold is doing right now. I know I'm missing a phone still. All right. So gold, it came down, didn't quite come down to this support or refill this 4-hour wick, which is, I'm very shocked. But looking at the 1 hour, look, the 1 hour's broken the low, hasn't broken the high. So we got 15 minutes left. Look at this 15-minute candle. This gold range is not nice at all. What you guys been saying in the chat? Let me see. Anticipating it break 3. Oh yeah, I saw that. Benny's still in his buys, just about. Gold is staying bearish. Okay. What are we thinking about gold now? Now that it just keeps pulling up. But I mean, look, every 15 minutes, it's come down, it's came back up, it's come down, it's pushed back up. So I don't know what we're doing. I would man, yeah, let's gotta wait, man. Just gotta wait to see how these candles close. Now I'm thinking if the 4-hour close is weak bearish or even weak bullish but still below the support, then it's setting up for a 4-hour continuation to come down. So even if the next candle does push up, as long as the 4-hour respects this high 33.68, then I would anticipate that we fill the wick and then push down a bit more. But on the bullish side, we're pushing up from a 4-hour resistance support, and then if we close back in this range, then we'll be respecting this 4-hour support up here as well. So this last 10 minutes is definitely gonna be make or break. Alright, 30-minute candle. Recently, gold's just been moving in the last 5 minutes of the candle, like really moving. So let's see what happens this time. Gbpjpy, what's good, Ash? Let's see what gold has in store. Gold is giving me a flashback of yesterday with this 4-hour candle. So right now, just waiting to see how it closes. But you know, we've broken the support, we've broken the low of the previous 4-hour, even though this one did here. Just gotta wait and see for the next, over the next 8.5 minutes. What are we thinking? I'm thinking gold is a flashback of Monday. The retracement, the pullback. I mean, yeah, this 30-minute candle, it just looks like it's creating a higher low. Look, we respected the previous low. We've got these rejection wicks down here. Look, end of the candle. If we can push back up into this range, yeah, these buys are decent. But yeah, we live. I wonder if gold is going to give a continuation pattern on H4. Yo, everything you're saying right now is exactly what I've been saying. I literally said that about, I want to say about 5 minutes ago. About 5 minutes. If we get a weak bullish body, but I would want it to close below this support. So ideally, if it closes below 33.66 but closes weak bullish. But either way, if the next candle pushes up, creates, respects the previous high, that would be even better for the sells back down and fill the wick. But if we're looking at, I mean, how price has behaved in this area anyway, with the rejections, I don't even know if we get a continuation pattern. I think we just get, we play the range and we push up. So yeah. Look at that 1 hour candle. Look at that. But strong push back up in the range. Got a higher low. And it's what I wanted to see for the buyers. I wanted to see a low, a higher low, higher low, which we're getting, you know. But then at any point, if we create a lower high below this resistance here, then we could sell back down. Gold is yeah, this range is not nice. Not nice. What a push. So there's nowhere apart from this continuation pattern here, there wouldn't have been anywhere for me to get into any buys. That would have been, I probably would have taken a similar trade to Benny. Very similar trade. I think his stop loss is a bit low. He had it at 33.59. But nah, man, it's a nice little trade. Nice trade. Look, last 5 minutes we get the push. Just got to survive the 4-hour bottom wick now. What's Pound Yen doing? Retracing this push up, but there's no structure. It's just oof. Alright, 2 minutes to go. Now, where's the trades? Where would the trade be? Unfortunately, this range is a little small now. It's only like, it's less than 50 pips. And then the stop loss is going to be massive. Look, stop loss will be like 80, 90 pips. No bueno. So yeah, depending on how this, depending on the bottom wick I get on this next candle, maybe a decent bottom wick, break the high and a push up if I get a small stop loss. But to be honest, I like to use previous candle lows and highs, and this isn't, it's not going to work out that way. Alright, very small bottom wick. New 4-hour, close nicely back in the range. It is looking a bit like we could get a continuation pattern, but I want to see if we break this high and how far up this candle pushes. GJ, just close back in the range. Just gotta wait it out now. I mean, I remember the days where 10, 15 pips used to be good enough for me, and now it's just not enough. It's just not enough. It's just not enough. If the lower time frame wasn't on such a downtrend like before, the buys that would be nice. Now, what I was thinking before is take a break of the high, snatch a quick 10 pips out of this, would have got to 20. Because my only thing is now getting a lower high anywhere below this, right here, below this next resistance. That's it, quick in and out. But this could just be a 4-hour top wick. We don't have any news today like we did yesterday when this 2 o'clock candle started pushing up. Alright, how far is this candle gonna push? It's coming up near that Asian low. Yes, it is. You're right, you're right. You're right. I think gold is just gonna keep playing this range today. But look at the structure. This is what I'm paying attention to right here. So if we come up anywhere, we could just create, you know, a low and then boom. So, but a retest would be great. A retest of either, you said Asian lows, or even this support where we're at now, 33.70, and we get a resistance. You know, I'm not sold on the gold buys. But then I wasn't yesterday, and then this happened. this push up, And look, we've had closures back in the range, but they've been so tight. So tight. Jamaica Independence Day. This is a nice little push. What would be perfect for some sells is a retest of this resistance. Just a little retest, you know, push up, reject, and then we sell back down. Give me one sec. If price sells on gold, what's your TP? I would just be looking for gold to, honestly, if it's a sell, I normally look at 4-hour levels. So probably back down to 33.58 or 33.52, and that's based on, like I said, the 4-hour. If we get a top wick and we fill this wick, and then if we break that, the low of the previous 4-hour candle, then down to the 4-hour support. Yeah, but I mean, the way gold is pushing back up and bounce off this 4-hour level here, I don't know if it really wants to sell. This is going to be a very much so a waiting game today. Very much a waiting game. It's just ranging. And I need to see some confirmations before I do anything. Oh yeah, I would need some real good confirmation for the sell. So a retest or a resistance formed and lower high, and then I'll be looking for the sells. Unfortunately, we don't really have much of a clean range like this push up, but I would want it to come back down to any of these yellow lines, first 4 hour support or the one below, or the third one. So one, well, below this one. To be honest, this one's not really valid anymore. In fact, let me do this. This is where the 4 hour support is now. So yeah, it needs to push down, break the low, first target, second target. You know what, let me go get those grapes because they were nice. One sec. And where is my phone? There's another question. Gold is definitely playing, but I want the sells too. Looking like a H4 double top and bearish continuation pattern. If we start to push down, I'll be paying attention, see if we break yesterday's low. Yeah, so I thought with the initial move down on the 4 hour time frame that we would have like continued, because we broke this first support and we had such a strong push down. I really was anticipating the last 4 hour candle just to keep going, and yeah, that break yesterday's low. But the fact that it's come down and then pulled back up, I'm like, I don't know what gold wants to do now. I think if it wants to stay bullish, then it would have needed to create a support on the 4 hour and then push up, which it looks like it's starting to do. But I mean, the daily's still very bearish. This 4 hour flips bearish, and then we feel this wick, then yeah, I think we get a nice push down. It's definitely going to be a waiting game. Alright, so I think you guys know what I want to see now. For sells, I want to see a retest, and we stay below any of these resistances, especially the Asian lows. And then for buys, I don't even know what I would need to see for buys because there's so many levels above. And the 1 hour just looks good for the buys up, but maybe, you know, like a maybe like a retest of a support or another higher low, and then we break up, then maybe for the buys. But I'm more into the sells right now, to be honest. More into the sells. Yeah, it's not clear price movement. It's not clear at all. It really isn't clear. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it here, guys. I'm gonna leave it here because yeah, I don't see anything happening just yet, and it's gonna take a lot more information for me to do anything. A lot more. But yeah, you know what I'm looking for anyway. On GJ is just too wicky for me right now. But I mean, if we sell maybe down to the bottom of the range, down to Asian lows. How's the 4 hour close? Oh, the 4 hour close below. Yeah, I think GJ is gonna sell. So remember, I was looking for the 4 hour, didn't have a bottom wick. It came down, created a bottom wick, pushed back up, but it's obviously closed below this 4 hour resistance. And now we've pushed out, we're pushing back down. So I think pound yen continues bearish. It's playing within this little 4 hour range, but I don't see why it doesn't come down to this 4 hour support. It's only 20 pips away. It's a very tight support. I'm not really feeling the price action on GJ, so I probably won't take any trades anyway. Yeah, I'll just leave it as is. But yeah, back tomorrow. I think there's news tomorrow. We got pound interest rates at 12, so I'll definitely be streaming that. So maybe start a little bit earlier, 11:30, just so we can potentially jump on the volume of that news and break it down, see how that plays out. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Peace, peace, peace.